Okay, this is my ADC Super 6 TurboDOS system set up in a couple of PC chassis here. I've got a S100 frame with 3 cards in it. It's a first one here is the Super 6 Master. It has the 8-inch and 5-inch floppy drives connected to it. And then I've got 2 slaves. This slave here is on port 72. It's a banked slave with 128K. And then I have a slave on port 70, which is a non-banked 64K setup. I made some RS-232 serial paddles to be able to drive serial terminals from these boards. I have a couple of televideo terminals here, and then I have a laptop set up with a Procom for the master. This is the master, and then this would be slave on 70 and slave on 72. I've got a PC power supply driving cooling fans. I got a cooling fan on each of the boards over the 5-volt regulators to keep them cool. And they also it also powers up my I got a pair of 96 track per inch Mitsubishi 5 1/4 floppies drives here, and I'm borrowing a pair of 8-inch Cumes floppies. So these two are A and B. I'm borrowing them from my CompuPro. And then the other 2 floppies are C and D. I have a power supply put in here from a TEI system, and Variac set to keep the unregulated voltages a little bit lower to draw less heat. I got a cooling fan on the power transformer. I had to replace that AC capacitor back there, which had shorted and was swelling and drawing a lot of heat and causing issues. So now I will fire this thing up, and it starts to boot my drive. Okay, I may have to hit reset here. Hit reset once. And here's the ADC Software 2000 TurboDOS Master coming up. And there's my A prompt. Now it's loading the slaves. There's one slave, and here's the other slave coming in. And with a buffers command, we can show how much memory is being used. This is on the banked slave, so we have a full 64K of memory available. This is the non-banked slave, so it has a roughly 51K available. And then here's the master console, which I think I'm running non-banked right now. Yeah, and there's only 34K on this one, but this has the disk drivers and the floppy drivers and so forth, so it uses up a little more headroom on it. But that's my system as it is so far. Oh, and then yeah, these drives are, if I do a the 5-inch drives are set up as C and D. And that's reading the C drive. The LED, select LED is actually burnt out on that one. But then if I look at D, it's reading D. And sometimes it has issues. There it goes. I'm not quite sure what the issue on the D drive is, and it could be something to do with termination jumpers on the drive, but it's somewhat functional. But this has been quite the project. I've done this over the past few months and overcome quite a few hurdles, and learning a lot about the TurboDOS multi-user operating system. Thank you.